Welcome back to AFL Round 10 Oddities. Have a look at the time, and I cannot believe this was paid. I mean, it's in the rulebook, so it makes sense, but this close in a game, what a massive mistake by North Melbourne to give away this free kick and 50-metre penalty, which results in Sydney kicking a goal, and then it's game over. What was Clary thinking here? There was no way he was going to even contest that ball. He's just hit Wines front on and the umpire's right there. And that's in his defensive 50, so now Port have a shot at goal. I guess luckily for him, Ollie Wines does miss.
Half time, they're going to be in unfamiliar territory here, Melbourne. So only twice since the start of last year.
Curtis has put his name in the ring for his chance to win Goal of the Year here. He fends off two defenders and kicks an awesome goal from the boundary line. What an amazing goal.
Lines it up from the pocket! Oh, that's as good as you'll see!
McCreary shanks the ball here, but Ash Johnson's got his back, and I guess Pitnet's back too, really.
Johnson! What he just achieved. And he's winded as a result as well.
Butters had a night to remember, but this was a kick to forget as he absolutely hits the wrong side of the ball. This is very lucky he didn't go out of bounds on the full.
He might have got a little lucky there, but it's his aggression.
He hits the wrong side of the ball.
He rushed
the
that.
belly and out of play.
It's about the only mistake he's made, but
I knew we had some Irish imports playing the footy, but I didn't know we had this one.
That is a clever tackle by Answorth. He could have cannoned into his back there, and he is fortunate there, Conor McKenna.
We'll talk about him.
Yes, you've got him on.
Grundy slings Darcy Byrne-Jones to the ground and is paid a dangerous tackle here. I guess because he's thrown him to the ground, it is a dangerous tackle, but this seems pretty soft. Someone who's better than me at measuring a distance on Google Maps or whatever, can you figure out how long this kick was? Danaher's kicked this from the centre square to almost the 9-metre square inside the forward 50. Just by the eye, this looks like an 80-metre kick.
He faked on Casbolt, ripped it out of the air and torps it long. Bring back the barrel. And Ballard read it to perfection.
What an exciting game this was, and Durham takes the mark inside the goal square. He eventually kicks the goal with seconds left, and Essendon win. This was an awesome game to watch. A free kick was paid against Sam Powell-Pepper for blocking Max Gawn. Watch again. Apparently this is worth a free kick. This seemed very soft again to me.
You can't block him getting off the ground. Melbourne free kick.
And there's been a free as a result of that.
Stand.
And we take it in the middle of the ground.
I'm watching the replay. The umpire is on the wrong side of this mark, but it gets paid a mark, and as you can see from the replay, the ball actually hits the ground, yet it's still classed as a mark.
Jaden Short, what a penetrating kick he is. Samson Ryan, Marlon Pickett looking really dangerous out the back. He's paid the mark. That's had a look at it, and I think they're going to tell the story.
In one of the wettest footy games I've seen in quite a while. Watch this pick up by Jason Horne-Francis. This was awesome. You'd love someone like him on your team. Surprised he performed under such cold conditions. It looks like Hunter will be missing a week for this bump on Connor Rozee.
Houston's had a good night. Oh, Hunter puts a real lick on Rozee. Now then, tackle.
You're on report.
As Latham lines up for goal, you can see he absolutely shanks the kick here, and this is probably one of the worst kicks for goal I've ever seen. This happened a couple minutes before the Durham goal. You can see that Mansell marks the ball inside the forward 50 and the pressure got to him. He actually shanks this kick. If he kicked this, Richmond most likely would have won, or even a point would have resulted in a draw game.
Ryan Mansell, and the pressure's got to him. Didn't score at all.
It was a nervous run-up, wasn't it? It was stuttering.
Max King marks the ball on the wing and he goes to handball the ball forward, but he actually handballs it into Iden's leg. And you can see Iden actually puts his foot on the line and stands the mark. He knows he's put it out of bounds on the fall, but the umpire actually says that it went above his knee. Bit of a poor read from the umpire here. Sometimes you just got to let the player dictate what the result is. Iden's clearly guilty.
They had the spare forward of the ball.
It's hit the knee, so it's been called a throw in.
So it's got to be below the knee, doesn't it?
Something I found odd here was that in the last couple of weeks, the ruckmen have stuck their legs out and tripped a few players, and they've been fined, but the umpire hasn't picked it up on the spot. And this trip was very subtle from Salem, but the trip is there, and the free kick is actually paid, so well done to the umpire for spotting that one. As a defender, you're always told to kill the play, kill the ball, and the Melbourne defenders do not do this, and this gives Sam Powell-Pepper an awesome goal. A 50-metre penalty is paid for a prohibited contact, and watch the replay here. This is probably one of the softest 50s you'll ever see.
Free kicks. Calling a prohibitive contact, so just there, as Meeks coming in to probably lay a block, there's not a lot in that.
And yet another soft 50-metre penalty here for a block against Max Gawn. Port Power obviously had a note to go after Max Gawn here, but this seems pretty soft for me. Finlayson tackles Van Rooyen, and then later a free kick is paid for Van Rooyen strikes Finlayson. I haven't actually seen what comes of this, but I would expect this to be a fine.
Thanks, boys. Stand. That was it there, the little shove and then the retaliation. It's always the way.
Again, I haven't seen if anything comes from this, but Viney absolutely smacks Jason Horne-Francis. A free kick is paid, but I'm not sure if this was a little bit extra to warrant a fine for a strike or not, but it was pretty harsh by Viney.
Thank you. He had his head down, gathering the football. Thank you. Clear out, please.
No, that's not static, that is rain, and Lockie Hunter kicks one of the goals of the year, especially in the wet. This would be incredibly hard to replicate.
Still Melbourne go. Hunter, the snap. I cannot believe that's gone through.
And in much drier conditions, Will Day takes a set shot at goal and completely misses to the left side. I'm assuming he was probably going for distance here, so I guess we'll only show it again one time.
He waits and then he nails it.
6.5 minutes without a score, Hawthorn, but Will Day pushes at that, tugs it well to the left. In fact, so far to the left that it doesn't even score.
And that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please do like. If you're new, subscribe. And the code word to leave in the comments for this week is Dimmer. Thank you for your service, Dimmer. All the best.